All right, we're back for another episode of Live from Mock City with Greg and Drew, and a guest, the special guest, the first guest in history.
The moment you've all been waiting for.
I just had to hype it up.
Yeah.
No, we just
Tildell.
Tildell. We
He's a friend.
Friend of the show.
He's a friend of the show, so we wanted to run a couple things by him, see if he agrees, disagrees, or is indifferent.
Yeah. If you disagree,
sure.
then can't come back though.
Tell your life story right now. Go.
I was born. Born in a manger.
Hey, what was it? What was it last time that when we tried to record this podcast and then it disappeared into the
Clouds?
Yeah, into the internet clouds?
Like all the celebrity nudes that just randomly appear on Google when you search their image.
Yeah, we're gonna show up in someone scrolling for nudes, and they're gonna see our podcast.
They're gonna see our
shit, what's this?
But we tried to make it happen. What, a couple weeks ago?
Oh, it was last week.
Last
week, yeah.
That memory.
That memory.
I know. We recorded one back in high school.
We recorded in high school.
on the
Sidekick
iPhone. Yeah, on the iPhone that wasn't out yet.
Tildell, do you remember things?
I'm very good at memory, but sometimes I gotta get told the littlest things to remember the rest of it. Like your Linty story.
Yeah, the Linty story. Yeah, we could share that real quick, right? Or is that?
It's rated X.
Okay.
It's rated X, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we on some rated X shit.
No.
No. No. Well, hold on. We'll work slowly. No, but so Linty, my sister used to call you Linty for. I'm assuming because you had lint on your shirt one time, right? That makes sense.
Yes, it makes a lot of sense.
But I had to remind you though to.
Yeah.
For you.
Because my sister had. Well, Drew brought it up saying you had a nickname for me or your sister. And then I was like, I forgot for a second, and you're like, Linty. I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, man.
But I remember the Linty thing, though. See, I remember that.
I mean,
that's a great job. Great round of applause.
What else?
But you guys also have you have nicknames for each other.
Who, me?
Yeah, you have there's a nickname that he calls you.
Yeah.
Swaggy.
Swaggy. Which I didn't know why I had that nickname for a while, but
till last week of that where the recording in
the cloud episode.
Record. The cloud episode, yeah. Up in the heavens.
So it was that leather jacket, right?
So your boy work at a shoe store sometimes, you know what I mean? Every once in a while. I ain't gonna tell you where. So I'll be in a blackout Bundy. I walk out the little stock room. This boy Gregory looking like a damn model coming out looking at some damn some workout clothes or something in a leather jacket, looking fresh out of GQ.
And then I told you about how that was probably the same jacket that I got my ass whooped.
Man.
So that jacket is no more, or no, that homeless dude is wearing that jacket now.
Oh yeah, the imaginary alien.
Yeah. So. Yeah, but I'm keeping the nickname.
I'll
keep Swaggy. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, Swaggy. That's forever.
Yeah.
Swaggalicious pause.
Okay, so all right, so Tildell's in on the pause. Hey, so speaking of pause. Somebody sent me a screenshot of of their mother-in-law posted something on Facebook, and it was suggestive in some kind of way. So he got a little hashtag pause in the comments. And that was a little
really?
shout out to,
you did that?
to Live from Mock City. No,
you
it was
did
my
that?
friend. He did that.
Oh,
Who did it?
It was a shout out to the show.
Oh, really?
Oh,
because his mother-in-law said something, and then he put pause in the comments. That was
Well, that's where he learned it from.
that's where he learned it from. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because you know it's been.
Podcast.
I know.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
white. He's a white guy.
Oh, got you. Shout out to the white guys.
Yeah.
Shout out to the good whites.
Yeah, man, as you said.
Yeah. Yeah, let's get out of that. What actual topics do we have?
James Harden, we got that.
Let's go. Big fan.
So I saw some of the highlights today.
I've seen it a little bit.
He looked like he lost weight in the last week.
Yeah, hold on. Let's
In
knock
2 days.
this off. Let's get into this. Pause. But look,
2 days.
how the heck? I had a friend who showed me a screenshot of where he was looking like fat James Harden.
Professor
Raymond.
And then
Cone.
right, and then this game, he's looking slim, all cut up, like ready to compete. Like, what happened? Is that real?
I think he had a costume guy, like a prosthetic guy, and then outfitted him with the fat suit so that they would trade him.
Mrs. Doubtfire style.
Yep,
Mr.
exactly that.
Mr. Doubtfire, dog.
Exactly that.
So Dell, you're a left-hander.
I can already see the clip art coming.
So Dell, you're a left-hander. You have like your psychopathic telekinetic wavelengths to left-handed people. What's up with this dude?
Damn, so you're a psychopath if you're left-handed? Is that what the
no,
is here?
you know, left-handers are like just different human beings.
Yeah.
A unique player.
So what's up with James Harden? Is he good? Is he bad?
I don't know him personally.
I'm saying,
I wish I did. I'll be in Brooklyn right now. What
you think? Here's my
favorite player in the NBA.
Hey,
he's your favorite player in the NBA.
Yo, you're biased.
Yeah, you're biased because you have got left-handed fraternity. Huh.
I've been liking his game since he was at ASU.
Since he was left-handed.
Still left-handed.
Oh, that's what y'all saying?
Yeah. Of course you're gonna like the left-handed guy.
I like KD a lot too. He ain't left-handed.
How much of James Harden's success do you think comes from him being left-handed and people forget that he's left-handed and they guard him like he's right-handed?
If you're an NBA and you forget that the player that you're guarding is left-handed, you should not be in the NBA. It does give you it does give you advantage. I ain't gonna lie, because most people are right-handed, and then I don't know. It just gives you awkward. Like Ginobili, like he left-handed and he was just awkward with it, and then people didn't know what to do with it at first. But it took him like a couple of years to catch on. Like not that they caught on, like they were stopping them or nothing, but it just was harder to guard. Right? Yeah, he was.
People have trouble with southpaw in boxing.
Yeah. Yes, that's a great one. That's a good Murray. One. That
just
was great.
It's a different look. Yeah, that's how we do on the show. We transition on this show.
Yeah, and it's like it's always and it's awkward to see two southpaws fight each other. Like they're not even used to it.
Yeah, that's true.
Damn. Yeah. So if you guarded James Harden, you guys would just both explode or something.
He'll kill me. Motherfucker like 6'8".
Is he? Damn.
Nah, I don't know. He like 6'6". I don't know.
Yeah, he's like 260 though.
That boy.
Not from the last photo. He's like chiseled, like
Yeah, 220.
Yeah. Did they win?
Find out. Yeah, it's a good question.
Yeah, they won. Yeah, they won. Yeah, they won, and he was like, I saw some of the. I think KD did, but I saw some pictures about 6'5". How much did he weigh? Well,
220.
Nah, I guess it only matters before and after the trade.
Yeah, he probably won 180 now
like,
with the after the trade.
He was sitting in the strip club, like just chilling in the strip club.
Sometimes I don't like sports shows. Sometimes it's almost like, you know how, like, I don't want to like downplay women or nothing, but you know they have to watch soap operas or something. Sometimes I feel like the sports shows are becoming that for men.
Yeah.
Wait, so you don't think
you guys causing too, like, y'all weren't, like, boy talking about Kyrie should retire because he's going through something. Like, what's that mean? What's that got to do with? People go through things. Why you got to retire because somebody going through something? You don't know what's going on with him?
That's Stephen A. Stephen A. says
wild stuff.
He says wild
stuff. That's what I mean.
Every
like,
day.
you're just doing it. And respect for sure, because he came a long way to get to where you got to get where he at. But it's like, bro, you just acting up now. Come on, retire because he's going through something. You don't even know what he's going through. He never even said nothing what he going through. Nothing to the media. You just speculating. And how you gonna tell me you need to retire? Because that's wild to me. But whatever.
And then
with the James Harden thing, the motherfucker probably went to the strip club. You know how many NBA players go to the strip club? They're just singling him out because
I would assume all of them. Well,
So,
what do you think about
last year? Last year they had Kawhi. Kawhi was in there. Was like those photos.
The most quietest, the
but
most
it was just
person in the NBA went to the strip club.
Yeah.
So, but you think that's going on right now though with all of this stuff?
Oh, you think so? I would say less, but yeah, I think there is some. Yeah, for sure.
Like that's the difference. That's the difference. It doesn't matter if you go to the strip club.
Right.
Like,
you're right.
That is a difference.
But if you're going to the strip club and it's that you're putting your team in jeopardy of, like, you can't be a part of your team if you get COVID or you bring COVID into your team and you're going to hurt your team, your organization, then we're talking about something different, you know. But at the same time, like, we don't.
Houston just wide open. Houston ain't never closed, bro. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Is it depends on where you live, who you play for.
Houston ain't never closed, bro. They just wide open. I mean, I'm about.
You imagine these teams that are like California teams, like LA teams, and then they travel to a state that's open, and then they have an opportunity.
They going to the strip club.
Go out.
Well, they probably ain't. They probably on lockdown. But still, if they get a chance to walk out, they gone.
Yeah,
like Drew Boy, Lemon Pepper
Lou Williams.
That's that dude, though. There. That's the greatest nickname of 2020 for sure.
It is.
Yeah, that nickname's so
for the
fire.
Lakers to pick up Crawford, so that it would be Crawford and Lou Williams.
Who are you telling, bro?
It's too much.
Who are you telling? I want it.
What do you mean too much?
Jamal Crawford.
It would be too much overkill. They would destroy the whole league. It'd be the best bench combo of all time.
No. I'm saying
no. He's saying the Lakers have.
Lakers
the Lakers. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah. Shout out to the Lakers.
It's too late for that. You can tell how you feel off of that little.
Hey, I'm okay. Listen.
Don't get mad because y'all didn't finish what y'all had to do.
Yeah, we didn't win the championship. You're right. My whole thing is there's full-time Clipper haters / part-time Laker fans out here, and you know that's
bad.
Oh, so you think that there's people that are like real Laker fans and they have the time to hate, and they have the time to hate like
A real Laker fan don't hate
enjoy.
the Clippers.
Okay, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying those people.
Most Clipper fans, new Clipper fans, find their way. Only reason they new Clipper fans is because they look like they're supposed to win, which they are, and they don't like the Lakers.
A bandwagon fan.
You call it tomato, I call it tomato.
Or a leftover from Lob City.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's when the Clippers got all the
bandwagon fans.
Fans.
But I've met new Clipper fans that have never been a Clipper fans in their whole life.
Yeah.
One reason.
There's that backstreet
to LA.
One reason because Kawhi went there. Now they don't like the 9 times out of 10 a Clipper fan don't like the Lakers, and that's the reason why they're a Clipper fan.
And what I see
many of those.
Yeah, and I see a lot of people that are full-time Clipper haters and part-time Laker fans.
I never met a Clipper hater in my entire life.
I mean, what does it take to be a Clipper hater?
That's what that was my next question.
Any little thing you any little thing
because I like to see them lose.
Fan.
I like to see them lose.
Right. So
are you a
does that make me a
fan?
hater?
So do you like to see another team lose? Like, are you enjoying it and posting it and memeing it and all this stuff? Like, you know what I mean? Those are the people I'm talking about. I'm not talking about you two. So you guys are not in that conversation, so you don't understand.
But hold on, I feel like I might be though.
Yeah, I already knew where you
like, and if I'm not, then like, how do I get in?
I don't think there's any. I think it's just open enrollment right now.
To me, it's just like, what are you hating on?
No,
yeah, I'm saying that too. I'm a Clippers fan, and we haven't won shit. So that's a great question. I second that. I'm campaigning second behind you on that.
On what? On what? What do you hate on?
You can't sit here and tell me there's. I feel like it's blasphemy as a Laker fan to talk about another team getting hated that ain't won nothing either. There's way more Laker haters than there is a Clipper hater.
Yeah, there is.
I would say so. I would say that, but
because there's Laker haters everywhere.
But the Lakers have won championships. So any team that's won championships, it's a reason, right? When you're at the top,
if you hate any team, you could just hate them just to hate them.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm talking about.
But there's many teams that people hate that ain't won shit, like the Browns or something.
Right. That's what that's the category that I like kind of don't understand. Like, why you hate a team that ain't won shit?
But why you hate?
I just want the Clippers to continue losing.
To lose.
Like, I don't want them to win shit. I want the Staples Center to have all Laker banners. I don't want any Clippers.
Yeah, is that considered hating? Because I feel the same way.
That's the main goal for me. I'm like, that's all I want. I just don't want Clipper banners. So whatever, if they got to lose in the Western Conference fight, whatever, if they get there, but or whatever.
Is that considered hating? That's like, you know how like your little brother or something have you in competition with your little brother, but you ain't trying to see him win shit.
You hear how people talk about the Clippers?
I understand what you're saying. So if you have a competition, is that called hating? If you have a competition with your little brother, you're playing a video game, right?
Yeah, perfect.
Right. So you're trying to beat them, right? So you're in a competition, so to speak. So it's win or lose. If a team isn't even making it to that point, and you're like, yeah, like celebrating them not even competing with you, you're playing against a whole nother team, and you're happy that team who has nothing to do with basically like who you're competing against. You didn't see them at all in the playoffs ever. I would say there's a little bit of hate there. A little bit of hate there.
That sounds like more of a Laker hater to me.
Is it? Wait, how?
Like,
I was happy that the Lakers won. I was happy because they won it for Kobe. Yeah, of course. They won it for Kobe. What?
Yeah.
I ain't happy when another team wins shit.
Yeah,
I'm a Niner fan, and I don't care who wins the Super Bowl. I'm high.
Yeah, I'm not gonna root for. I'm not gonna.
You don't root against somebody else,
but I was happy
other than the Niners.
Oh yeah. This is what I told. I'll be telling people why I can't be a referee because I choose sides immediately. Like, I like this team, so I'm not gonna say I'm sitting here. I'm gonna go cheat and call all kinds of fouls. But
you're tripping the little kid off the court. Yeah,
like get off here. But I'm. I like the way this swagger is on this team. I like this team. You feel me? Like, so that's why I told people I can't be no referee, dog, because I'm damn near about that. Not that I'm gonna help somebody win. I'm not a cheater like that, but every little foul I could call, I'm calling it for him.
I've tried doing the referee thing. I can't do it either.
Not at all.
I don't call shit.
Can't even coach. I'm low key would be like that type of referee too. I wouldn't call nothing. But then that's frustrating because I've been in the men's leagues where the referee ain't calling nothing. Like, man, come on, dog. But yeah, that's a whole other story.
Yeah, I've been in some men's leagues where you get mad at the refs. It's like, dang, man. And then you just got to realize, like, it's a men's league.
Damn. Yeah. Like, they just getting paid. They ain't really.
Yeah. But sometimes, honestly, like that referee could really start something. If they're not calling fouls, like they could really start fights. So they got to be doing something the right way because this is a men's league where you got goons off the street, people that played college ball, people that played high school ball.
It's all walks of life of basketball.
Yeah, so you might have the person who's just like gunning for your neck when you go up for a layup and put your life in danger, and it's like,
and they don't even know, and they don't even know the difference. Like, what the fuck? I've been playing, and no knock on people who've been in jail now, but they be playing out there playing prison ball because that's how they really play. I mean, they might be hoopers, but like they don't know the simple stuff. Like, well, you ain't supposed to undercut me, dog.
Have you ever seen those the adult football leagues, like the tackle ones? Like they'll do like tackle football, like 7 on 7.
Shout out to your boy Zach. We used to play.
Oh Tell me about when you got
his name, and you already know there's some crazy shit about to happen. That's so funny, dog. Shout out Zach, man. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, shout out to Zach.
Zach used to Zach used to play at Real Mesa at y'all high school every Saturday, I believe.
Playing football. That's the pickup football league.
It was like
was it tackle?
Tackling, no pads, no nothing. It started off on some. You know how they used to have a turkey ball every year. Let's get this cracking.
Now that you mention it, I think I remember being invited, and I opted out.
You should be glad you didn't go. I mean, we was out there really playing like.
That's why I brought that shit up.
It looked like we was really out there playing like we really about to go somewhere, though.
And that's exactly why I didn't go.
I remember playing in the. I never played in the Turkey Bowl, but I played like during those like tackle
Saturday
football with random kids type deal. And I remember tackling someone who was like a linebacker in
VC or something.
He ended up playing in college and at linebacker, and I was like, I'm not doing it. This is dumb.
Yeah. Bro, I'm telling you, we was playing people that shouldn't even been out there was out there playing football with us. Like, bro, damn near you could damn near make the league. What you doing out here?
Yeah.
But we was going. I mean, probably better than them. I was just out there just because we was on some whatever stuff. Like, it went from us.
I don't need
it
to
was
find
like
out.
on some Real Mesa versus Wanini type football thing.
Oh my god!
Turned into a we all. But it was actually cool. That's how I met a lot of more people. You know what I mean? We ended up more people started coming, so we just stopped doing that whole like two high schools. We just started throwing everybody in together. Pause. But like everybody, like team captains, and you pick your team. You know what I mean? On some schoolyard shit. Fun times, man. But that shit. Looking back at it, like what you hell doing? What was y'all doing? Like.
Yeah, you want to get hurt and then you can't work for like a month or some shit.
Yeah, like legit motherfuckers got careers playing on the real, playing on a grass for no reason.
Did you hear that?
That's not competitive though.
Speaking of football, you hear what was the college coach that he got a pro job?
Urban
I get him
Meyer.
mixed up. Yeah. Like he
for Jacksonville.
Was it Jacksonville?
Yeah.
What has he coached in the league before?
I don't think he has.
I don't think he's a head coach. Definitely not a head coach.
Yeah, he's never been a head coach. I was gonna say that too, Swaggy. I think he's been a coach in NFL, but just not as a head coach. I'm not too sure though.
Yeah,
honestly.
And he was the Ohio State coach for a while, and then before that, I think it was Florida.
Tim Tebow's coach.
Yep.
Oh, it's Tebow's coach. Okay,
yeah.
Damn, I saw a video today that was asking NFL players who they like idolize or who their favorite players were, and Deshaun Watson said his favorite player was Tebow. And I thought that was super weird.
Super.
That is super random.
Yeah.
Wait, where did he go to college?
Tebow went to Florida, right?
Oh,
Tebow went to Florida.
Yeah.
Tebow went to Florida. Where did
he went to Clemson?
That's super weird.
And he's from Atlanta.
Like Tebow.
That's kind of. I mean, he was killing college, man. He was out there killing. I can't even front on that.
Yeah.
But I was just never a real big fan like that of Tebow.
That's like if you asked Zion who he looked up to, and he was like Brian Scalabrine.
Yeah.
Or some shit.
White Mamba.
Yeah, somebody hella random like that. Zion looked up to Magic Johnson though.
Really?
Laker all day. He said his mama used to make him watch.
Well, shit, for looking up to Magic Johnson, he can't dribble. You gotta get that figured out.
He listened to. He looked up to Smooth Smith. The way he jumping, boy, that boy jumping out the gym.
Oh, against the Lakers the other night, Zion he was coming down the lane. He was about to rise up, and then he was dribbling, and then Wesley Matthews was coming over, and he was thinking about going up with him, and then he just ran right by him like nah, and Zion just took off from outside the lane and dunked it.
That boy's a monster.
And man. He's like 260, same weight as James Harden. What podcast do you guys listen to? I know, like,
my favorite is Drink Champs all day.
I listen to.
I'm actually gonna. Just not to cut you off. After this, I'm going to watch Drink Champs.
Cut me off though. I like. I love.
I apologize.
I like funny. I love comedy, so I'll be on some 85 South show for sure. Cause they just real
South?
witty.
What is that?
Carlos Miller, DC Young Fly, and Chico Bling. They from Wild 'N Out. That's how they like got connected. Okay. They be having like they be having like guests and shit. But they just
is
funny.
it like Wild Out? Like is the same?
Nah, not at all. They just sit and talk, but like they just funny ass dudes. So that should be extra funny. And then of course Joe Budden podcast. Listen to that shit. Oh, there's another one called the Devin Wade show, I think. They be having something.
What was that video with Joe Budden? The one where he made that, he had that reaction, like he was making that face.
Which one?
Drew, you sent that one the other day to me.
Yeah.
The transgender dude.
What was it? What was he talking about?
Yeah, what was he talking about? So I don't have to talk about it?
He's stupid as hell. Well, so it was a dude that turned. Oh, I'm the worst with celebrities. I'm far from starstruck, all that shit. Maybe if I meet like Nick Van Exel, that's probably when I was starstruck or something.
Nick Van Exel.
Mind you, another lefty, but go ahead.
It has to be. When you little, you look up to somebody that's almost you trying to mimic.
I'm a big Nick Van Exel fan. I
almost bought a Nick Van Exel jersey, like one of those old champion ones.
I got one from the thrift store, bro.
Damn.
Cost me $5 boodles. That's the
Did
best
you put it on eBay? Were you trying to sell it?
No, I'm keeping that shit. I have one. You remember the Esplanade Mall back in the day?
Of course.
My pops took me to go get his autograph.
That's where Nick Van Exel's claim to fame is.
At the fucking Esplanade Mall.
Wait, so you went to the Esplanade to get Nick Van Exel's autograph?
You didn't hear about that? He was there.
I'm showing age, bro. But
no, yeah, no, I do. Yeah,
I used to be like an indoor mall back in the day, not Dick's Sporting Goods and shit.
This is the Ox City segment now.
Yeah, for sure.
You brought up the
City royalty right here.
Yeah,
royalty right there.
So Nick Van Exel showed up at the Esplanade.
They used to have Lakers all the time, like come and sign autographs, or whatever. I remember Eddie Jones came. I didn't go.
It was the card shop, wasn't it?
I want to say it was Pro Image or something like that.
Something like that.
I don't know what it was.
I remember Pro Image being in there.
Yeah.
So they used to have like all kinds of Lakers, and then one time it was Nick Van Exel. I was like, Pops already knew what it was too. He was like, "Yep, I got you."
I saw Derek Fisher at like Walmart in TO or something.
Yeah, I've seen him out there too. He lives somewhere in the valley, I think.
Damn, he hangs out there or what?
I mean, he lives there.
Derek
also
sightings at Walmart.
I don't know where I saw him, but I saw also Quack Emilio Estevez.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Quack meaning Mighty Ducks. Yeah. If you don't know,
hit him with that knuckle puck.
Knuckle puck.
Yeah, I saw him.
Insert hockey sound effect.
But hold on. He's in there, right? Shopping. It was at Albertsons or one of those grocery stores, and he's in there shopping. And
he's shopping.
Damn.
I thought it was like you went to like a sign.
I heard that.
Yeah, it was one of those grocery stores, and he's shopping, and someone's like quack. I just immediately went to how many times? How many times?
And it's like a little kid who's all excited.
It was probably like a 20-some-year-old person.
Oh, fuck him then. 20-year-old person.
I'm saying he's probably got that from little kids to grown people. His whole 20 years that he's had that movie out.
Think about you being famous, bro. I'm famous for one thing. No, I'm not saying he's only famous for one thing, but like people know you for a lot. Like every day, you can't go nowhere without hearing one of those things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like people calling you by that character's name.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And you're like, it's not my name. What's his name? Gordon Bombay, right? That's his name?
Yeah, Gordon Bombay. That's right. And wasn't he like a drunk or something?
Oh, yeah.
Was he?
I thought that in my mind.
I don't know.
Damn, he was a drunk hockey
a
like
failure.
kids hockey
And then
coach?
no, that was Hoosiers. That was Hoosiers where he
What?
was like a drunk.
Oh, that he was
Yeah,
a drunk.
he was a drunk,
Yeah,
and
you're
he's
right.
like, "You got to coach the team." And it was Dennis Hopper,
No,
and they
that
all
sound like
No, Dennis Hopper.
yeah,
Jim
yeah.
Hackman.
But Dennis
no.
Hopper was the guy
What's
who
the
was the
movie with
drunk.
G Baby? What's
G
the
Which one was
movie
Baby.
with
that?
G Baby?
That's Keanu Reeves one, the baseball one, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Hardball.
That sound like that.
Strike
That sound
One.
like
What's the
Hardball.
no,
song?
it's called Hardball. That sound like Hardball to me,
Sammy.
Drew.
That
Huh?
shit was sad.
That shit was super
Hardball was
sad.
sad.
Oh,
That shit,
really? Someone
I never.
dies?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
G
kid
Baby.
dies.
Oh,
Spoiler
shoot.
alert.
Man,
I
rest in
never
peace.
cry in the movie, but that's almost
Yeah,
done.
shout out to G Baby.
G Baby.
Up in Smoke is another podcast though, for sure.
Yeah, Up in
And
Smoke is a good one.
Knucklehead.
Knuckleheads. I love Knuckleheads because shout
You
out
said
to the
Up in
Clippers.
Smoke,
Yeah,
and then isn't there's All the Smoke, right?
all the smoke.
Yeah,
man.
all
You're
the
right.
smoke.
You're right. All the smoke. All the smoke.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
Up in
dyslexic,
Smoke
man.
is
My bad.
the bootleg
It's
version.
It's Dr. Dre talking.
Shout out to Dre. I heard he came home.
Yeah,
That's a
for
good
sure,
thing.
for sure.
Man.
Oh, you know what?
Health is,
You know what?
health is wealth, man.
Yeah.
Last week we were talking about the Snoop and Eminem thing.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
listened
yeah.
to the actual audio of it.
Of what?
Eminem's butthurt.
Really?
Fuck him. Yeah.
What did he say?
Absolutely. No, just like
yeah, he wrote.
it's what he got off of what Snoop said. Like him saying, Snoop saying his like Eminem's shit is stuff that he could live without.
Right?
No, he said it's stuff that he could live without. And he was saying that the other stuff, like the 80s stuff, you know, like all the 80s rappers that he was kind of naming, like that's the stuff that he's saying like he couldn't live without that. He didn't put Eminem in that category, and then that's what Eminem got all butthurt about. But I heard the context of it, and last week we were kind of confused on it.
Yeah, he was.
I decided that Eminem would acting like a little bitch.
But it's like you can't have your opinion on things. It's crazy.
Man, I just said that last week. That's
Like,
nuts.
And of all people, Eminem is gonna get upset.
I love Eminem. Like I'm not even gonna hold you. I love Eminem. But ever since then, I never thought he never in my top 5. And people used to call me crazy. I'm like,
yeah,
I love him to death.
But
he's not
what
in my top
people,
5.
like
right.
who
That I'm
they
around.
never set foot in it. Well, here's the thing. He's also never had really a club hit. So there's like a big lane of people who kind of just don't relate. Like there's other like
and you listen to
aspects.
Eminem for a different vibe.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I won't even think
like,
about clubbing. Yeah.
But I'm saying there's different aspects that he doesn't hit. Like not just saying the club stuff, but like there's just different. It's just a different thing. Like there's certain people like that I feel like are supposed to be the nicest or the best rapper or whatever, and I just never even really listen to them. Like Greg and Drake.
Yeah.
Greg does not like Drake. Probably likes Drake.
How old is who?
Did you see that picture where Drake is all buff now?
Nah.
No, I didn't see that one.
No, he's like flexing in
I'm like the worst for
his
social
home
media.
gym, but he has you could like see his six pack under his shirt, unless he's wearing a prosthetic.
Crazy.
Yeah, I know he has a whole basketball court.
I don't know, Dale. I don't know if you want to get into
facility.
this. You're entering into a weird realm right now, but I'm gonna let you proceed. Go ahead, Greg.
Who
What?
I'm in a weird realm?
No, Tildell is entering
Wow.
weird.
Yeah.
You'll see. Go ahead, Greg. Unleash the
Because his house is
flutes.
fire? Because his house is fire?
What? No, because
Oh, God. There's many people that don't like Drake.
yeah, are you one of those people or one of the people?
Nah,
who do
I
like
fuck with Drake. I fuck with Drake.
Yeah, do you like his music?
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask you this: you think that, like, you think his entourage or like the dudes that he hangs out with, Do you think he makes them pick him up to dunk on the basket in his house?
I don't know. I don't listen to that one, but that'd be funny as hell on some Prince shit.
Do you think that if they beat him in a game of 3-on-3, they get fired? Like they're all afraid to beat him, so they get fired. See, to me, that's like the type of that's who I think Drake is. Like that's who I think he is. Like I think the only reason that those NBA players hang out with him is because he pays. You know, like he's the dude who wants to hang out, and like he always offers to pay. You know.
You hear that story that Steve Kerr said after the game? He was like,
"Yeah, that shit hard." Steve Kerr like gotta be the realest, bro. Steve Kerr gotta be one of the. I would love to play for that dude, man.
Well,
I would love to play for Popovich.
He's in the same family tree as Popovich.
Yeah, I was about to say that's damn right.
So for the listeners, Steve Kerr said that after a game, I think it was last year or I don't know when it was, but they had kind of a policy. Huh?
Steph Curry didn't play last year, so it was after a game that Steph Curry played.
Yeah, so it was one of the games that Steph Curry played, and basically after I don't know, it was like a road trip, and they have a policy like a no late policy or something, and they have a fine if they're late, and he calls up Steve Kerr calls up Steph Curry. He's like, "Where you guys at?" And he's like, "Oh, my bad, coach." And they all come back to the was it the plane or the bus?
Yeah, plane.
The plane, and it was Draymond Green, Steph Curry, and Drake, and he fined Steph Curry was it $500?
All of them.
$500. He's fined Draymond Green $500, and he fined Drake $500.
Yeah,
and he paid it, and and Drake paid the fine. So that was pretty funny.
Yeah, he had some.
See, that was a good moment of Drake that you should like, Greg.
Okay, okay, good job, Drake.
That boy don't like Drake.
Oh, you don't know, yeah.
I'm telling you, he looks like Michael Scott playing basketball. The jersey and everything. That's just me.
Man. You know,
hey, what's this Captain America thing?
Captain
America is coming back. Yeah. Like, did he sign on to another?
Yeah, you didn't see that? They said that he's Chris Evans, the guy who played Captain America.
Yeah.
Is supposed to come back now as Captain America. I'm wondering if you guys. I'm sure you guys watched the movie because almost every human being watched that damn movie, and he died, and he supposedly died and handed the shield back.
You know how they do the prequel, like so it's something that like an old movie. Like I mean,
but they already did that though. They did with the first one.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I have no. That's what. Again. See, this is what I was trying to get into. Like, how is he gonna come back?
Yeah, but it's super. I mean, it's comic books. He traveled back in time, and then he, saved himself. Now, bam, he's back in. He's cool. Like,
so, do you think? Okay, so here's the thing. Are they gonna keep doing the time travel thing? Just kidding. It was time travel.
I don't know.
Like
but
I'm all the people that they want back. Yeah. Like, come on, you got to move on. Like, I'm a big fan of all those people that built the franchise, but also you don't want it to get corny. You know what I mean? You want to be like, just kidding.
The X-Men are coming in now. So if I were them, I would I guess they could still make money off of Captain America, but I would focus more on that X-Men lane, like X-Men, Spider-Man, all that.
Oh, they're going to make crazy bank off that.
Yeah,
I wonder it's just more of a money thing.
My main thing,
it'll make it easier to get money because on some because of pandemic, and you got to think of things like that too. So I mean,
Tildell, are you on the would you be DC or Marvel if you had to Pick one.
First of all, do you even like comics?
Yeah, well, I'm not extra into it like that, but it's definitely like Iron Man and Black Panther, all them for sure.
So, but you're not like partial to one or the other.
Nah, like I still fuck with Batman.
Shit you act like is no you trying to like settle beef. I still fuck with Batman. Don't like get it twisted.
You invite him to your birthday party.
Yeah, and try to piece him out. Like, I know y'all going through Batman, some shit, but hey,
yo,
Batman hard though.
Okay.
Really, is he really a superhero though? Is the question.
No. Hey, we're not getting into that.
Wealth is
we already got into
superpower.
Wealth is a very out of everybody, you probably want to be either Tony Stark or fucking Batman, bro. But actually, you probably don't want to be Batman because you ain't gonna have your parents and shit though.
Thank you.
Hey,
I said the same.
Those memes are disrespectful. I'm tired of that. You need to take that.
Which ones?
What
Batman? Like everybody makes fun of Batman because his parents are dead.
Yeah, that's almost
I didn't even know
disrespect.
people were going in on him like
I didn't know that either. But goddamn, I don't want to see those memes. That's cold hearted.
Yeah, we need to get that out of society. Yeah. It's not funny.
No.
Yeah, that ain't funny, bro. Losing parents is not okay.
Yeah, and on this show we don't support anybody who makes fun of the Crocodile Hunter dying either. I made that up right now. I chose.
Say what?
Did I make fun of the guard?
No, but anybody who is. I didn't want to
laugh because he's a childhood hero, but that was funny the way that you said that.
I think he thinks that I made fun of the Crocodile Hunter.
No, it's a PSA for anybody.
If you want that smoke, just let you know that don't be talking about my guy. Hey, one of the best episodes ever is when he had his child though, and it made it seem like he was really doing some wild in the kingdom fucking animals. So he was talking about the birth of his child. That was kind of wild.
Oh,
yo, remember that?
Find it.
Yeah, g'day, Steve here. Yep. So your water's broken?
Oh man, that was the best episode though.
Shout out to the Crocodile Hunter.
Yeah.
RP, man.
Shout out to Crocodile Hunter and Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, they're separate.
And Diamond Dallas Page.
That's what I said. Yeah. Hey, do you know people?
Why?
Did you ever get into? That's a wrestler, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever get into wrestling like that?
Okay, good. I'm glad you asked that because I wanted to know more about the wrestling.
Who do you say is the all-time greatest wrestler
ever?
Yeah, like
gotta be The Rock.
Okay,
but I mean, he's not my absolute favorite.
Who's number 2?
Hulk Hogan.
Okay, I'm asking. I never was into wrestling like that.
I would have said Hulk Hogan back in the day when we was younger, but The Rock surpassed that with his. My favorite though was Bret Hart. Growing up, Bret Hart.
Bret the Hitman Hart.
Oh my God, you don't understand how much I love that dude.
Pause.
So you watch wrestling, Andrew, or no?
Okay.
That's I played
the game.
It's like family tradition for me. Like my grandpa to this day will call my dad talking about what happened on Monday Night Raw.
About wrestling?
Dog.
My
dad? I never seen my dad order anything online. Right. This dude got the WWE Network. I'm like, bro, what? I never even seen you online. I'm telling you, bro, it's a big thing.
Wow.
My cousin Zach, he like I got good memory, but he got like when it come to like stuff like wrestling, and he be telling me about wrestlers I be forgetting about.
So he remembers pay-per-views like we remember NBA Finals. Like,
I mean, he'll remember NBA Finals too, though, and that's me too, though. I remember when they had.
So you remember? Well, I mean, I remember wrestling event like some. I remember the Undertaker, Mankind, like the Hell in the Cell thing. You remember that?
Yeah.
Drew,
classic.
I don't know. You probably seen the clips, but this dude gets thrown through the top of the cell thing.
To the top of the cell. Mick Foley, that boy was crazy.
Dude,
man,
I was.
telling you.
I remember Floyd Mayweather was.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I stopped watching it by that time, but when I seen that,
We're talking about two very different people.
I'm so sorry. I don't have anything to add in this other than the fact that there was NWO. Remember NWO?
Oh, sweet.
NWO became a big thing. Yeah.
What else do I remember?
Yeah. And DX, remember when people were doing like the suck it thing on everybody?
Yeah.
Like
Jake the Snake. Sorry.
My Twitter name is Tildell DiBiase. I don't know if Ted DiBiase. I don't know if you know who that is.
No, who's that?
I don't know.
The $1 Million Man.
$1 Million Man?
That's an old. Is that an old school wrestler, right?
His name is Ted DiBiase, and then he and his like gimmick, you know, they all have characters. He's like a very wealthy man. His $1 Million belt, that's one of the best belts ever. Stone Cold Steve Austin had like the best belt to me though, with the rattlesnake skin on the inside. Man, I go on all day without this.
What was
Shawn
his name?
Michaels'
I
white
never
belt.
understood.
The white belt.
I didn't
Steve
understand
Michaels
how like the wrestlers, right? They know the outcome of the match, right? When they do it.
I don't know that.
They know who's gonna
I'm
win.
pretty sure they do. Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
So then, like, how do they rise up the ranks? You know, like they have to kind of win fans over somehow, and then they make their way up the ranks, and then they, like, I don't know how it works if it's all scripted.
You know, speaking about other podcasts I listen to, you know, the Stone Cold Steve Austin, I don't know what it's called, but his podcast, listen to the one with Mark Henry. That he explains a lot of stuff about
Sexual Chocolate.
He explains a lot of stuff about coming up. That's the rankings. He talks about that, like coming up in the rankings as like how he him and The Rock were actually, well, not even roommates. He let The Rock live with him because Mark Henry had a name. It's different though. Like The Rock, Mark Henry, they had a name before they got into wrestling. You know what I mean?
Mark Henry was like a weightlifter, right?
Yeah, he was like the strong. That was his gimmick, the world's strongest man. So like he said that like he was already getting his little bit of bread before like he was really put on, because they put you through boot camp. You don't just strictly go to W and be mainstream, be in fights. Like you legit have to work underground with the shit, and you legit like
you gotta wrestle like at the community center.
You gotta do that type of shit. Do that backyard shit. Some shit like you really on some shit like that, and then they'll tell you about that. I'm not all the way into it. Like, well, I know all that, but of course the Harts, they're known for training wrestlers. Like Bret Hart's dad, he's well known for that.
I was
watching.
Dungeon,
I think is what it's called, or some shit like that. My bad. I be nerding out. My bad.
No.
So hey, we nerd out too. Everyone's a nerd.
But that's what it was. Is that I remember watching wrestling, and there was a wrestler named the Godfather, and it was this black dude, and he was dressed like a pimp.
Yeah.
And he just had like strippers come out with him basically to the ring. And I remember being a kid, like I don't know, 9 years old, 10 years old, whatever. And I'm sitting there watching that, and then my mom comes in, and this pimp is walking down the ramp with a bunch of strippers behind him, and she's like, "What the fuck are you watching?" And he's like, "Get on the hoe train."
Wait, was this stuff like rated PG?
This shit was just on. Think about TV. Back in the day, dog.
Yeah.
Think about back in the day.
Well, it was Monday Night Raw, right? That's what the thing was.
Yeah, but
there was a while that they were like really trying to push it. They were really pushing what was allowed.
Yeah,
but there was like WCW, ECW, all that shit. There's a gang of wrestling shit. I'm telling you, like, I'm not even like I'm saying some of this stuff, I be remembering stuff, but like I'm telling you, my cousin, I got a homie named Tommy. They like could tell you every little fact about it. They could tell you about every little fact about it, everything, dog. Went on to Miami, Drew. Me and Drew went to Miami a couple years back. I had an NWO shirt. Remember
that? Yeah.
Boy, was
See,
on,
but people
man.
probably thought that it was just like a, like you just grabbed it at Target, but they didn't know that you were really like about it. That you were about.
Somebody would ask me, I'd have been like, "Yep, Hollywood Hogan." And this is why I wrote. That's why I wore it because it was the red one. It was the red one. You know, the
That's the
NWO
Hogan
split
one,
up.
right?
And that's when he switched to Hollywood Hogan. You feel me? Well, where was he at? We was in Florida with it. Hollywood, Florida. Man, people don't
see. They didn't even know. They didn't even know the science behind it, right?
There's a whole science behind wearing the red one.
You couldn't even give it to them the whole science. You couldn't even break it down. You just.
I wish somebody. I'm glad we got this podcast to let people know. You know,
right?
Strategies to this shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Hey, today, do you play video games?
I had every PlayStation besides this PS4. I'm planning on getting a PS5 though. But but I'm also more. I'm not a video game head, but I like sports games. Like I play 2K and Madden and I suck at like Call of Duty and all that first player. Nah, miss me with that.
Hey, you know what? Speaking of first person shooters, we got an email from a friend. A friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Nice.
Yeah, friend of the show here.
Besides me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where'd they send it to?
Send it to the Live from Ox City @gmail email.
Oh.
So
okay.
Yeah. So if anybody got.
So you're telling me that if I'm a fan, if I'm a listener,
if you're a fan,
and I have a question, I can send an email to that email, and then we'll
not
say
only
it on
if you have a question, if you have a comment or a clip
or concern,
any kind of thought, then you can send it to
me at the old
Live from Ox City.
So if you're saying if we talk like this and make it and dance around the fact that we're actually asking people to send emails, then it works.
We're gonna find out.
I'm about to say one right now, just cause. What the email say? You got me.
What does the email say before we?
So this says, "Hey fellas, as a founding member of the Small PP Boys, I was wondering."
Can't relate.
And I was wondering and hoping that Drew would join.
Can't get initiated in that crew.
Don't want to be in it. Don't want to be.
Don't want to be in there.
That was funny.
Wow.
But go ahead with that.
Oh, man.
No.
Even if I did have small, I'm not saying it.
No, he. This is a friend of mine who we discovered. We had a funny story of somebody that we had encountered while playing a first-person shooter. But
okay.
This was from Dr. Titfart, as he MD.
Got it.
Damn.
That's crazy.
That was a name for your
name. Yeah.
I ain't never seen a titty fart.
But he was asking about. So we were playing this game, this first-person shooter game, either Call of Duty or Battlefield, something. But so we're playing this game, and we suck. Like, I always suck at these games. Like you're saying,
I was just about to ask you, are you a gamer?
No, I'm a gamer. I play games, but those games when I play online, I'm trash. I can't. Like everybody just hides, and then they shoot you whenever you spawn.
Poke your head out.
Yeah, So we play this game, and by the end of the round, like we maybe got 2 kills and 40 deaths. I don't know. Like, we're trash, total trash at the game. But at the top of the ranker, there's one guy who had like 60 kills and no deaths. Like, this guy was just wreaking havoc on everybody. Like, and what was his name? Small PP Boy.
Why do I think of the Proud Boys when I hear that?
Fuck all that.
That's so crazy to me.
You remember that movie Looper with Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Bruce Willis are in it.
I remember seeing the name and the cover, but I never watched it.
Okay, yeah, but there's like this crazy villain in the future that they got to stop, and people are just calling him like the Rainmaker. That's like his little nickname. That's what made me think of this.
Rain dance.
Rain dance.
That this small PB boy dude is like he's like he's just out there. So he's like a ghost. He's like Mel Gibson in The Patriot. He's a ghost just wrecking all these people, like getting 60 kills and no deaths, but his name is Small PB Boy.
So to our new listeners, Greg has a certain type of comedy that he's interested in.
What's that?
Just bear with us. Pause.
This is
That's not a pause.
This is a listener. Okay, this is
Shout out to the listeners, even if you have some questionable inquiries. We appreciate you all.
We welcome all of them.
Yeah,
we welcome everybody.
And with that,
all right, it's time to talk about Pound for Pound CBD. I don't know about you, but I feel old. I'm only 33, and my knees hurt, my ankles hurt, my feet hurt, my back hurts, and I can't remember anything. So what I do is I use Pound for Pound CBD, which is a company that has partnered with Mikey Garcia, who is a championship fighter from Oxnard. Mikey Garcia was probably one of those dudes in the back of the Colonia gym boxing while Drew and I are getting our sneakers checked. But Pound for Pound CBD offers 100% organic industrial hemp products that are all tested for purity and potency. They offer gummies, gel capsules, lemongrass soothe bombs, and potent CBD oil tinctures. Pound for Pound CBD is made in the USA and contains 0 THC. So what I like to do is I rub some of the lemongrass soothe bomb on my knees, rub it on my ankles. I'll do it before or after I run, and it just helps to alleviate some of that pain that might keep you from doing that workout that day. Which it sucks to lose momentum when you're trying to reach a goal. You're trying to exercise. You're trying to stay in shape. But as we get older, we're going to have more muscular pain. We're going to have more joint pain. So using a little bit of CBD here and there kind of helps to alleviate some of that pain and push through some of those days that might be a little bit more difficult to train. People use CBD for anxiety. People use it to help them sleep. They use CBD for depression, for migraines, for inflammation, for epilepsy, all kinds of stuff. So if you're interested, check it out. Go to p4pcbd.com. And if you're interested in buying any products, use our discount code, which is OXCITY. So that's OXCITY, OXCITY. Type that in. That can be your discount code. p4pcbd.com. Check it out. And we'll get you back to the show.
You ever seen Joe Rogan podcast?
Yeah,
in the beginning,
great podcast. It's a long.
And then it goes into his little.
Sometimes, if it's not the guest you're looking for,
oh my God, I don't listen to this shit.
Yeah, Joe Rogan podcast number 477,000. 4 hours and 7 minutes.
Yeah.
No, it'd be like podcast 2, 6,000 minutes in.
Yeah, and I'm talking to a whale
astronomer /
a whale astronomer
scientist.
I mean, his range is crazy though.
His range is super crazy. Kanye West, Terrence Crawford,
Elon Musk.
Yeah, it's
to Lil Duval.
To Little Duval.
Hey, I got a question. Who's your favorite follow on Instagram? Like, who you love to follow?
Oh, that I would. Oh, okay, that I'm following.
Like, who that? It could be like, I don't know, Greg, you damn near married, so it can't be like it could be either like a girl, fine girl.
Mine. I'm gonna say mine's Asa Akira.
No, it don't. It's Akira.
Yeah.
That's your girl. That's your wife's name, right?
No.
Said
no.
Asa Akira.
The porn girl. She didn't put any porn on there. It's just all funny.
Okay, yeah, that's what my thing was gonna say. I was gonna say my favorite type of people to follow on Instagram is funny people.
Yeah, no.
And Freddie Gibbs, man, he got to be the funniest. Him and they took Lil Duval off, but then them two, they was killing the game, man.
They took him off
on what? IG or what?
Yeah, they you know, like you get banned. I think they banned. I still follow them on Twitter though. Twitter, you know, Twitter damn near the internet.
Follow Twitter? Like you're active on Twitter?
Are you saying do you follow at Twitter or does he go on? Is he Twitter?
He's on Twitter. I follow him on Twitter. I follow both of them on Twitter too.
No.
Because Freddie Gibbs got killed. But
I'm
no,
saying,
I
like,
don't.
you keep up with it.
I don't
look
post.
At Twitter.
I'll try to check it every day. Like once, it ain't like Instagram where you bored, so you click on Instagram. Like that'll be the first place to go is Instagram, not Twitter. But Twitter be lit though.
What about TikTok? You ever do TikTok?
Nah, I don't have that.
No.
I'm not social media savvy. I don't know if y'all know that, but
I am now. Like we're trying to do.
Yeah.
That's why I just refaced myself like 50 times, and
Yeah, but Twitter be lit. I follow a couple. I'll be on Twitter to buy stuff. Actually, it's kind of weird.
How does that work? Oh, for sneakers?
Nah. I'm trying to fall off on shoes right now, but I don't want to promote them, but there's Twitter that gives you like Amazon codes, so like you can find the most randomest shit, like you need a bar of soap or something.
Wait, this is what you're buying?
You can buy anything, bro. I'm telling you, this shit is crazy.
But that's what you're buying?
No, I bought like a tent before. I bought my iPad off of there actually.
A tent?
Yeah. What else? I bought a desk off of there. My covers, like I'm telling you, it ranges from. They just give you Amazon codes.
You going camping?
Nah, like a tent, like say you go to the park and you set up some shit.
I got you.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, tell me more about this camping trip.
Nah, never been camping in my life.
You never been camping?
And I will resell it. Never. And if I did buy something like that, and they have stuff that costs a lot for the cheap, and you just buy that shit. You know what I mean? Do what you gotta do. Go on offer up or something.
Do you want to go?
I love that, but we need to get on this camping.
Yeah, hold on.
We need you to get camping, man.
Good luck. I need to not worry about camping.
So you'll
never go camping?
No interest in camping?
Like just pure like nature and
yourself? I'm not. See, I'm not going. No. I'm not going in the woods. What are you talking about then? I'm not going to the woods. I'm going where the human
little spaces. Backyard camping or what?
No,
you're talking about like going to a cabin.
A campground. Like they got.
What do you do at a campground? You camp at a campground.
I know. I'm talking about that. I'm not talking about going in the woods where there's no human life forms and there's just wolves, bears, lions, and tigers running around. I'm not doing none of that. I'm saying like campground. There's a space next to you and another human with their tent or trailer or whatever. Like that, I'm cool.
You said that you will do that. Have you done that?
I will do that. Yeah, I'll do that.
Coachella.
A Coachella type thing, yeah. Or they got little campground like spots in, in California or whatever. I'm doing that. I'm saying, would you be open to ever doing that?
Like the go out to the middle of nowhere type thing?
No, campground, like where there's humans around you.
Oh, you're asking Tildell.
Who's never been camping.
I don't know.
Yeah, Tildell.
I'm not against it. Like I'm not like an extra like
outdoorsy person.
But I am though. Like I'm not at the same time.
I'm not doing like
I'd
What
rather
about
stay in
like
the house.
doing water skiing and shit like that? Have you ever done shit like
Oh,
that?
I'm doing nothing with water, bro.
No, nothing, zero.
I'm not doing the water ski.
I'm not doing nothing with
Nothing?
water.
I'm not doing the water ski. I'll do jet ski. I'll do jet ski. I'll do boating, stuff like that. Yeah, I'll do
Scared of
that.
water, bro.
But I'm not doing water ski. What? You know how fast you're going on that, and then you hit a wave, and then a shark eats you. It's a wrap.
She went to the street
in a lake.
In a lake, I don't care if there's a barracuda, they'll eat you.
Yeah,
baby
right.
barracuda.
After I saw Jaws, I was afraid of taking a shit.
I tripped out on how many. Like I ain't trying to be negative with them, but I tripped out how many people die at a lake site.
Yeah, people die crashing their boats into each other.
Yes, I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah. I thought like, you know how like cars go one way. Obviously, there's car accidents also, so I'm not trying to make it seem like cars are way safer or anything, but like you know how like cars go one way and shit like that. Even in Florida, they got that. Drew, remember like one side is going one way, the opposite. I feel like there's no rules in the lake or something.
I think there's supposed to be.
Okay.
I think they're supposed like you're supposed to stay on one side of it.
That's why I'm asking because I don't know.
When I lived,
trips me out.
Yeah, when I lived in Florida, see, I've been camping a couple of times with my family. I'm cool. I'm okay if there's a bunch of people. If it's me and a chick, I'm not like extra like gun toting, ammunition, knives in every pocket, like type of person. So I'm not fit for this wildlife. So I'm okay with camping with a bunch of people or like a group of people or whatever, where it's like, all right, there's enough of us to like feel kind of safe or whatever. But I remember when I was living in Florida, there was they got swamps. It's a whole different climate out there. And people were asking me to go to the swamps to go fishing, and they got those little boats with the propellers on the end of them. I'm like, I'm okay. I'm good.
Like
there's like alligators and stuff in there.
Yeah, let's say like the alligator show. What's that show? Swamp People.
Yeah. See, I didn't grow up around that, so I don't know the whole science behind all that stuff.
I feel you. If I don't know,
I went fishing with my dad, and that's like the most.
I've never been fishing.
On Manimi Pier and shit.
Yeah, like like maybe caught one fish in my whole life. Like I'm not even, my claim to fame is not.
Y'all about to trip on me. I've never even been hiking.
Oh wow.
I've been hiking before.
That's how much I don't mess with the outdoor. I don't mess with Mother Nature, man. She cruel sometimes, man. She can show you beautiful things. She can show you some dangerous things too.
What about the beach?
I hate the sand. I love living next to the beach, though.
I hate the sand.
No, all right, so this pandemic, I've never been to the beach so much in my life. Because we was on lockdown, so you can't do nothing. So
some of us were.
There's not anything else to do. Yeah.
So legit, go to the beach and just walk. Take my little nephew to walk because he wanted to go somewhere. I'm like, all right, let's go to the beach, I guess. It's beautiful though. I love the scenery of it though.
Yeah. So back to my question. When's the timetable for?
Oh yeah.
For
when we didn't know you were recording.
Happy New Year. Yeah. Happy New Year. Like, when's the end of that? When can you stop saying that?
Me personally, I'm done January 2nd.
I'm done.
I'm done. Yeah, Happy New Year.
Done
one
December.
Day.
I'm done December. No, I feel like
I'll go a week.
I think I would say depending who you see. Because if you see somebody that you're real close to, but you don't see them often, and I'll give it to the end of January. After January, at the end of January is a total last to like quit with all that now.
Wait, well, what about Merry Christmas? Do you say Merry Christmas after Christmas?
No.
Nah, you got one day.
So
you really got one
no,
day, and
you have
it's a
time
wrap.
leading up to Christmas though.
Oh yeah, you could say Merry Christmas
If you
before
see somebody
Christmas.
the week of Christmas, you see them out somewhere,
Yes.
you can say Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Shout out to my Jewish people. Shout out to my Jewish people where that time you gotta kind of like happy holidays. I'm sorry. I'm that dude.
Why don't you just say Happy Hanukkah?
Or you could just
I'm
say Happy
saying,
Holidays.
well, no, I'm saying happy holidays. Like
so that you don't offend anybody?
Not necessarily, but like I got Jewish friends. I got some
Okay.
people that are Jewish that, happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, like Kwanzaa, all that, like, So you gotta
got
kind of
friends that celebrate Kwanzaa?
No, but I like to just put it out there,
Okay. Just try to hit everybody.
Yeah, just try to touch all bases,
I don't do
You know
that
what I
at
mean?
all. I just say
I
Merry Christmas.
don't do that.
No.
I'm not against it. Just that I was raised with Christmas, so that's why it just comes out naturally saying Merry
Right.
Christmas.
Yeah, true.
Not that I'm trying to offend anybody else.
But
You remember
Year's,
Christmas break?
Oh
Like
my
when you
God.
came back to
ever.
No.
Nah.
Hold on. Coming back from Christmas break and practicing. Those were the worst practice.
This is the trash segment now.
Trash, bro.
Yeah.
I remember
You
my
come
freshman
back.
year, we went undefeated for basketball, and we didn't practice for shit. Christmas break. We come back.
Yeah.
Literally, our first day back was playing against a team, and it's the only game that we lost all year.
I don't know what it is about because Christmas break used to be, it would include New Year's though, right?
Yes.
It was usually like 1 week is what I kind of remember, like amongst the schools
it's like
that
the
I went.
week of Christmas, and then like the week of New
A
Year's.
little bit
like,
after. Yeah, it might have been two. For the listeners, Dell is he played college ball with me, and he played against Greg. And I remember when we came back from Christmas break,
I
those
forgot
were the
about
worst running. Like every single practice, you're gonna run your little line drills, conditioning at the end.
Not when season start. We wasn't running for shit.
Right, but after to get back in shape, because he knew, like coach knew you missed, you were ready to die.
But everybody else every other school was trash though too.
Yeah,
right. It's not like you're the only one who's experiencing that.
Right.
That used to be I forgot about that. Then in college, you got people going home and shit.
Right. Yep.
Fuck around, they're not even there the first day back. Missed the flight.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's snowing in Detroit.
In high school, did they make you guys play basketball outside on the outdoor courts in front of other students? Like we had to do that at Rio Mesa. Like they would have practice like at the end of school, right? Like so the rest of the school is getting let out, and then we're running our drills and our lines, and then everybody can just see us throw up and all that shit.
Well, we like if it wasn't basketball season, like we used to have to run on a track.
Right. So,
but like never like back in the day, they used to like probably like my sophomore, junior, they had. But mind you, I was playing other sports too, so I wasn't like there while they was doing that.
What else did you play?
I played football, and then I ran track a little bit.
What position did you play in football?
The bench. Every position I played, they all went to the league, bro. But anyway, I played strong. I played strong safety.
That's a good
And that was, everybody.
They
every
did.
Position I played, everybody went to the league. Bro.
You're not lying. They did.
It's an ill reason.
Fun times. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
I low-key wasn't even a football player. The only reason I played is because I was spending summers with my cousin that's like my brother, and then he played football. I mean, mind you, I did play football. Like I played flag in junior high school, so I know how to play football and shit. And then I used to go with him. I used to spend a night with him, but I couldn't stay. Like I had to go with him to practice. So while he practicing fucking football, I'm over there on the outside court shooting around. Then next you know, the coach come over like, hey, you might as well just come over here and play football. I'm like, Next you know, what you doing? Playing football. Shit fun though.
Did you guys ever have a coach that whenever you walked in the room or whenever you saw them, they're like, there he is.
I play volleyball too.
What's that now?
What's that?
I play volleyball too.
You play volleyball?
Dang.
Yeah, it's almost family tradition.
What? Wait, volleyball?
Not really, but like everybody, every like little athlete in my family, they played on the volleyball team once in a while. From my aunts to my sister to my cousins, they all play. I only played 1 year though. I only played 1 year just for the fuck of it.
How'd you like it?
That shit fun though.
Okay, wait, but you played beach
we got a
volleyball?
different experience.
Nah, I never played beach. That shit gotta be 10 times harder.
No, fuck that.
No, I would. That would be fun actually. But that shit gotta be way harder. That sand is crazy, bro. That
sand is crazy.
Sand is
you don't like sand?
But I respect if you could train on it. That should be crazy.
You respect the sand, but you don't like it.
Yeah, I don't know who likes sand between their toes like that.
No, sand,
when you get done,
working out in sand is only demoralizing.
Yeah, like you feel like you're the fastest man in the world, and then you go on sand, bro. You look like fucking trash.
Yeah,
I worked on the sand like 6 times in my life. I'm like, man, fuck this shit.
This is what I'm gonna do a reface clip where it's us running on the sand on the beach like Rocky Apollo Creed.
But yeah, what was you gonna ask? I forgot before I cut you off and said I played volleyball one time too.
Nah, I was asking if you ever had a coach or someone that anytime you enter the room, they're like, there he is.
Nah. I had a coach.
I remember. I always remember like, I always had a coach that did that. It's like, what? Okay, you saying there he is? Like you were talking about me before I came into the room, or you were thinking about? Like I don't understand why you're saying
out
it
for
like
being late.
Yeah, like I don't understand this. Why are you saying there he is? What is that? What does that have?
That's the most true reaction, though.
I'm baby. I'm baby Seinfeld with it. Like I don't understand.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like you know, like everybody else, somebody walks in, coach is like, there he is, and nobody else thinks of it. Like nobody thinks twice about it. And then Drew's like, what's he mean by that though? What's he mean by that? There he is.
Yeah.
Why
does he gotta mean something with there he is?
I just feel like I don't know. It's like it's not genuine. It's like it's either very genuine. No. I'm sorry. It's either very genuine or it's not. Genuine. Yeah, or it's not genuine at all. So it sounds like there he is. Like, okay, that means you were just talking about me, or you were thinking like, or you're like, there he is, but I really don't care.
That goes with everything though.
It's just I feel like I asked.
You've been triggered.
No. Yeah. I actually asked it was one of my college coaches, and I was like, "What do you mean by that?"
Oh, I know what coach you're talking about.
What do you mean by that? Like, no, like,
I think because it's coming from him.
It was my first time, like, kind of like Deboing a coach that I really respected, and it was just a weird thing.
I got a funny coach story.
I know. I wanted to get. The reason I said that is because I know we have the craziest, funniest, weirdest experiences at our JUCO.
Oh yeah.
And I know you got some stories.
This is actually high school.
Okay.
When I played when I was playing JV football. So the JV football coach was the head baseball coach, right? And then so my brother was good at baseball. Like he might even hold a record to this day. I don't know, like percentage on base or something crazy. I don't know. He had some kind of shit.
You talking about older brother?
Yeah, I have an older brother. Yeah. So he has. So, mind you, the baseball coach ain't there all summer. Like I'm running, doing passing leagues and all this. Like the JV coaches ain't there. So like I'm basically like fucking with varsity, but knowing I'm about to be on JV, just getting some reps in over the summer and shit. And then so first practice, whatever comes, and that we finally like, all right, we already know who the coaches are. They're just not there because they're obviously doing other things. So I'm stretching, whatever, and then he says my last name, and then he looks at me, and then he says my brother's name, right? He's like, "Do you know my brother's name?" And I'm like, "Yeah." No, he's like, "Do you know?" He said my brother's name. I was like, "Yeah, that's my brother." And then he looks at me and he goes, "You play baseball?" I'm like, hell no, I fucking can't stand baseball. Not that I can't stand baseball, like it's fun to go to Dodger games and shit, but like I got hit in the eye when I was a little ass kid.
Damn.
With a tennis ball.
I thought you were gonna say it's boring. It was like the Eric Andre.
Here's the thing. I don't give a shit about baseball. It's boring.
All right.
Nah, there's strategy to it. So I respect it, but I got hit in the eye when I was a little kid with a tennis ball. Never again. I was like, I ain't never playing this damn sport.
No, I think I was the same way. My dad, I'm pretty sure my dad threw at me while I was like, he was trying to show me how to hit, and he's like telling me to stand in the box. I'm like trembling in fear, and he's fucking throwing balls in there at 50 miles an hour, and then he hit me with one, and I was like, I don't like baseball anymore. Fuck that. Now I stopped playing baseball.
And I could definitely see your dad doing that.
As
someone who played
6 years old throwing heat.
Yeah.
You gotta stand up.
He's like, you gotta take those. You gotta stay in the box.
Yeah.
My sister tells me all the time.
6.
She's like, I hope I'm gonna feel sorry for your son. She tells me that all the time, and I feel like I'm gonna be like your dad, like a motherfucker.
What do you feel like? So it's like, okay, we've all seen that dad. We've all seen that dad that's like goes crazy in the stands, or that's like extra overt with it. How do you feel about LaMelo Ball, like making it, and like all that backlash and people hating on LeVar Ball as a dad trying to uplift his sons, and then LaMelo Ball literally being the youngest player in NBA history to record a triple-double. Like, what do you guys feel about that?
I'm a big ass LeVar Ball fan, man.
Have you always been?
I was just talking to my friend about this. How we've seen that dad. It's not crazy to us. It's not a crazy like thing. It's not like that a dad that's going hard and going crazy and going very passionate. I'm not even saying crazy. It's just very passionate about his sons and going like really just all out for his son. We've seen that. It's not.
And 9 times out of 10, they don't even make it to what they were. You feel me? Like they're not even making it to where they want to go, and their dads are still going hard on them. But I feel like what's the difference between LeVar and LeBron?
Oh,
when LeBron goes to,
he's not like like LeVar. LeVar was.
Well, how's he not? When LeVar do something crazy,
the way that he was.
He just speaks.
They're different. They're different. I'm not saying it's
I see the same parent.
I think what LeVar did, it got him to where they're at. But I do think about Lonzo. Like Lonzo kind of kind of ate a bunch of shit because of LeVar. Like LaMelo has had a very different ride than Lonzo. Like Lonzo had so much attention on him. You know, like he's drafted number 2, right? Number 2 to the Lakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
And so,
I don't remember.
Like high expectations, and then he's got LeVar. Like LeVar at the time was kind of running his mouth, so everybody was. But
LeVar's still running his mouth, and LaMelo's still doing what he got to do.
I haven't heard from LeVar so much. Like he's kind of dropped off. But I'm saying when Lonzo came in, then it was he had so many more. He had more of like negative attention on him.
So did that help? Did that help Melo, or that shit help Melo to me?
Oh, I don't think Lonzo or LaMelo would have been there without LeVar. I'm just saying Lonzo. Sure. It's been harder for him, like, because he's been the one to have to kind of like blaze the trail. You know what I mean? Like nobody was. He was the first brother to be known. You know, like. He had to kind of make that family name a little bit, and then LeVar started elevating it. But it was, I'm guessing, the hardest on Lonzo so far.
Yeah, I would say.
Or do you think Melo is just more talented?
He's more skilled. I think he's more skilled. I think Lonzo is actually more, maybe a little bit more talented. Like I would say he's more talented. Like I say, he's faster. He has more bounce, but I would say LaMelo is more skilled for sure. Like he's got the height too.
He's like
a little bit taller.
6'6" or something maybe.
Nah, he's like 6'8".
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's like 6'8". Yeah, that's why he's a beat. I mess with the LaMelo.
I mess with all of them. Because I mess with all of them.
Yeah, I
want the other brother to make it too.
Yeah, that would be.
He got cut, right?
He didn't make the. Yeah, I think he didn't make the. What was the Pistons or something like that?
Yeah, Pistons. I think he's in the G League right now. They're in a bubble right now.
I don't think he made it. I don't think he got.
He didn't make the bubble team either.
He didn't get drafted. But I definitely hope. I think he's got a shot because he's got a shot. I feel like his jumper is good.
I think he's gonna make the league, but it's gonna be a hard approach. Like you're gonna have to PJ Tucker it. Like
right.
PJ Tucker went overseas and shit like that.
I feel like
I can see him being a PJ Tucker type though, like a great defender, corner shooter. Big body to guard. You know how the league now is not even like you need a big body. You just got to be strong enough to hold a big body.
Yeah, if it's any time for him to make it, it would be now because he's a good shooter, and he's used to that run and gun or whatever. I know, like since high school they were running that. So I hope he makes it. It would be man. It's like a American success story. You know what I mean? Like a guy who really cared about his kids and really spoken into existence.
Start to try to do that same type of thing. Like you think other people
will try
that tactic?
Yeah. What? Of course.
What kind of tactic?
Of course.
Like to make noise basically about their kid. You know, like as they're coming up to get exposure.
I don't think that's nothing new. Like Drew said, you see that dad every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, but. Yeah, I guess this is just one who succeeded. You know, I was
successful. Right. His kids were just talented.
About, though. Like because I'm pretty
on that level.
Kawhi Leonard's uncle be probably just like LeVar.
Yeah.
He just don't have the fame. You see, he was asking for wild shit, part ownership and shit.
What?
Yeah, I've heard some.
So the Lakers, he wanted part ownership.
I've heard some stories too. Yeah. I don't know what's true or what's fake, but I've heard that for sure. Yeah, I've definitely heard that. But shout out to LaMelo, shout out to the Ball brothers. They really made it. Like you can't really if you were part of that person, and there was I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I was like, man, this is. I remember when there was like a meme of him bench pressing LaMelo, and I was like, and they made a meme about him bench pressing. He was like a 13-year-old kid, and it was just like it was funny, but it was kind of like he's a young kid.
13, bro.
Yeah, he's a young kid. Like you're really hating on him.
That show too.
Yeah,
they had the show, and he was like,
oh
all over
yeah,
the
on
internet,
Facebook or
YouTube
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but like you don't even gotta be strong to be a good basketball player. That's what's crazy about it. Like, why are you worrying about how much he could bench? First of all, like you said, that's a little ass kid, young kid at the time. Then you worrying about how much he bench when benching don't mean shit in basketball, low key.
Yeah. Look at Trae Young. Trae Young.
Yeah, perfect example, bro. Killing.
Right.
Like, you ain't out there holding.
He's got to do something about that hair, though.
I ain't saying that.
I'll say it. You know I'll say it.
Yeah, I know you say it.
He could come at me about my hair. Go for it. If he listens to it. But he's got that Doc Brown type shit going on.
He said that Doc Brown.
Friend of the show.
Right? Diss them and then they're a friend of the show.
Not anymore.
All right, what kind of since you drink whatever, Swaggy, what drinking game you won't ever play again?
Oh. Man.
Well, I don't like playing drinking games unless it's like
I was gonna say I don't really fuck with drinking games. Because I'm gonna tell you mine. Games. Like I'm about it. I'm about just the drinking.
I mean, but younger days you got to figure out a way to act like you not an alcoholic and shit. I mean, I'm not an alcoholic, but so I will never play King's Cup again in my life. I got so faded off of that thing, man. I can't even remember.
See that's the problem.
I never blacked out, but I can't even remember why I got so lit off of that damn game.
How is it? What's the rules to that game?
I forgot. It's like a card drinking game. I don't even know how it goes. That's how much I'm not playing that game ever again.
Drinking games. When I first got to Arizona for college, I went on campus to I went to another a small college, but I went on to Arizona State, and yeah. We're
running out of time on this one. You wanna finish or start this over on the Patreon?
I was gonna finish, but okay.
No, we're running out of time now.
No, we gotta go.
We gotta go now.